Hello guys and welcome back to the channel, and look who I found here. So today I have Kees Roelandschap with me, who is actually also a very knowledgeable guy about the EU regulations. So welcome.
Thank you, Steven. Finally, nice to meet you in person.
Same here, same here. Now you've already tried the FSD in the US extensively.
Yeah.
So what are you expecting from today's trip?
A couple things. So the on-screen notifications, like where it's going, and how it's different from the build that I experienced there. So like
Okay.
I didn't do V14, but 13 and 12. But I saw from the videos that the on-screen notifications are different.
Okay.
I'm very curious to how smooth it is over here, because V13 was already very smooth and V12 was a little bit less smooth.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to see the version number.
Okay.
And the autopilot menu settings. If there's like if you have different settings as Mad Max and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And what you can do with the offset and what it recommends with the offset, because Tesla actually in the software in the US recommends you to have the offset at plus 40%.
Right.
So I'm curious to see that.
Yeah. So there was a couple of you guys that also mentioned that in the previous video, that the car was actually speeding. We did notice that there is an offset possible, so we'll see if we can set that offset to 0, at least for a little bit, and then see if it sticks to the speed limit. And that will be that for the regulators, and they don't have any comments to make about that, because I think that was the only thing from my previous drive that could say, well, maybe the regulators will not approve it because it's speeding, but if you can choose to, humans are speeding all the time as well. So
exactly, and there's an argument to be made, like if everybody is speeding and you are the only one adhering to the speed limit, then you are the one who is unsafe, actually.
Yeah.
But
that's more the American argument.
Yeah,
but
in
Europe we like the regulations. Well, the regulators like the regulations.
Yeah, we don't necessarily like the regulations. We track the regulations, but yeah, in court it won't stand. It won't hold up. No.
But okay, let's find out what it does here. Let's go.
That's different.
Yeah, you tried it in the US already.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I drove 30,000 kilometers on FSD, but V13 and 12, so different than this.
And apparently the 14.2 is even better than this. So.
That's what they say. Okay, I like how it slows down for the speed bumps. Alright, that's the same as in the US, where it needs to come to a full stop with the stop sign.
It's amazing how it stops for the speed bumps.
Yeah, really good. And it's not speeding. Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, but last time I saw the videos, it was actually speeding in the 30 zone. But then I thought, like, okay, maybe there's like a Mad Max mode or something that is speeding as well. So makes sense. Because otherwise, getting disapproved in Europe while it's speeding, that could be a problem.
Yeah, whilst arguably, sometimes it's safer to speed and not adhere to the speed limit.
Yeah, I agree.
Not always, so like there's of course some exceptions. Yeah, I want to do that. There's a space.
Oh, nice tight road. Oof.
Nice.
Yeah.
A lot of human drivers would be scared to.
I would have stopped with my Model S. Yeah. But again, the car knows where it's at, and the car for a computer 1 centimeter is enough space.
Yeah, 100%.
But as a human, you're not comfortable with that usually. Parce que j'ai vu des gens qui ont des commentaires que il fait le speeding et c'est pas juste. Comme ça, je voudrais bien voir.
Yeah, because in the US, like in the V13, it actually said that Tesla recommends to put it on +40.
Wow.
Because then it will follow the flow of the traffic more.
Okay.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a very small roundabout here.
Oof. And I actually liked that it was speeding, because when you drive next to a big truck, it goes over the speed limit to just pass the truck and then go to the right.
Okay.
And I think that's very safe behavior, because when I did my motorcycle lessons, that's what they told me as well. Like,
yeah, to pass it as quickly as possible.
Yeah, like use the power that you have to remove yourself from a possibly dangerous situation. So it's regulations and safety aren't necessarily the same.
But it did move to the right then? Because in the US usually they don't do that.
Yeah, it more than it used to do. So when I tested V10, it went to the left side always and just kept on hogging the left lane.
Right.
But now it goes to the right, but sometimes out of nowhere it just goes to the left again.
Okay.
But it gets a lot better. It's gotten a lot better.
Oops. Didn't avoid that pothole. But Kees, I think the US version does avoid potholes now?
It avoids potholes, but sometimes that leads to something dangerous, because let's say you're driving on a completely empty road and you see tire marks on the road, it wants to evade the tire marks as well. So then when you're driving and just chilling, you think, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
But it's going over something that it should not avoid.
Right.
But it does potholes very very good. But still, situations like the one that we saw just now, they still happen. So if you want to keep your suspension good,
yeah.
pay attention. And I think that's also something the software shouldn't necessarily respond to. That's the if we go to an autonomous world or future, I think, or I believe that's in the best interest of municipalities and governments to take care of the infrastructure better.
Right.
Because it's not only Tesla who decides to solve full self-driving and autonomy, it's a combined effort. And I think with the data that Tesla provides or can provide to governments can respond quicker to certain road conditions.
They could share the suspension data. See, that's a rough road. Yeah. It is buttery smooth.
Yeah, it's super comfortable.
Yeah. And for me, it's like the first. I've bought FSD a couple of times already, and the first time I tried it in 2016, you had your hands over the steering wheel, like, what's this thing doing? I feel the same with this during the first few minutes, like it's a little bit too confident, but then you get used to it. I mean, I fully trust it at this point.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
It's just that it's a little bit, as I said, that 1 centimeter is enough for the computer and not for me, and you need to learn to trust that for a minute or two.
And the slowing down is very comfortable.
Yeah, it's human-like. Well, depending on which driver.
Mind blowing.
Also, the amount of information on the screen that you have is a lot more than what we are getting right now.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Actually, like here with that middle lane that you have, that would confuse some people even.
As in, they would drive there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it isn't actually sticking to the speed limit, so that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm curious what it will do if we put it on 20 or 40. Will it find a parking spot itself?
If it searches for a parking spot, how does it determine which one to take? Do you know?
I don't think so.
No. Ooh. Oh, nice. That lady was not even close to...
Paying attention. And this is what I love the most about FSD. Like, navigation stopped, but it just keeps on driving.
Yeah.
And it will find the spot right now, I think.
Uh-huh.
Okay, interesting.
Going nicely around. Which spot did it choose?
None. Yeah, we're
Like,
here.
you're done.
Ah, okay.
Hey, okay, this is cool.
Yeah. Oh,
Nice,
yeah.
perfectly done.
This is also very narrow, so what will
Yeah,
it do?
interesting.
Yeah,
How this will...
good case.
It will figure it out, 100%.
I think this car, it's waiting for this car on the left, it seems. It's not... Oh. Yeah, it's thinking.
Hoppa.
Nice.
And then the funny thing is, like, for the car 1 centimeter should be enough, but
Yeah.
in cases like this, it
It's-
keeps way too much space.
Yeah, it's not going to do it, I think.
Est-ce que si je la fais avancer...
T'as fait quelque chose maintenant?
Well, pretty smooth.
Yeah.
And pressing the accelerator isn't.
No, it's
I
not
don't
an issue.
consider it
No.
that an issue or an intervention or something. And I still am curious if the autopilot team takes that as an intervention and
Oh,
takes
yeah.
a look at the camera footage.
Mm-hmm.
When will it recognize we can go faster?
Okay.
Smooth.
C'était correct que la route était 50
Ouais.
km/h? Ah, ok. compared to what I would do.
I thought it would make that mistake in the in reading the speed signs, because the 80 is only for big trucks.
Right. When you were close to Ghent, you have this bridge which had some dynamic speed signs on top of it.
Yeah.
It's a 70, 70 for trucks, 90 for cars.
Yeah.
My car usually chooses 80.
Really,
Somehow.
Really annoying.
Yeah. Automatically.
Yeah, I thought it would do that as well.
Yeah. Pourquoi il ne passe pas la voiture? Ouais, okay.
Was
in the US sometimes, like, if it would need to go like 1 kilometer,
yeah,
it's it would just cross 5 lanes, and then it will make it in the end. But then I thought, like,
Yeah.
just keep the lane.
it's a little bit more aggressive driving. Oh yeah, I got off here as well. This is an interesting roundabout where it has to go to the side lanes, and there was traffic before. Now it seems quite open.
It does this very smoothly.
Yeah. And to the inside of the roundabout as well.
Yep, instantly.
Because that's a big question that I have. You guys have the turbo roundabouts. It has to choose the right lane.
Oh, in the one in Swindon.
No, the turbo roundabouts in the Netherlands,
Where's that?
where all the roundabouts are almost like that with the dividers that you have to.
Oh, those things, yeah. Wow, yeah, indeed.
If it's in the wrong lane,
Yeah, it
then
would blast.
what is it going to do then?
It would just blast.
Oh, this is
straight
nice
up.
as well. Last minute change here.
Yeah, and no weird braking or anything, or harsh
No.
acceleration.
No, I fully trust this right now. And that is saying a lot coming from me.
True.
And I said,
He recognized the license plate, I think, right?
yeah, probably. Or there's a guy in the back filming.
Well, that's FSD Mad Max.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so comfortable.
We didn't really have some busy traffic, so that also makes a difference. Because it has to squeeze in some cases. That would be interesting to see.
Yeah, but it doesn't have any issues with very busy traffic. Even on V12 and 13 was in rush hour New York. It just did it. I noticed that in like very heavily congested areas with a lot of traffic, it works better than when there's no traffic. Because then it can make weird mistakes, like I said, with the tire marks.
Right.
It wouldn't do that if there were cars around, of course.
True. I notice that your hands are really uncomfortable next to the steering wheel. Can you relax a little bit more, or does it then automatically start beeping at you?
Yeah, you see that in the videos from Tesla as well.
Yeah.
But I tried it as well, but if you do like this, it will give you the notification.
Yeah.
If you keep them just a little bit close, it won't give it.
But at night, vision on my car doesn't work to detect the hands. Oop. Didn't slow down for that one.
It wanted to go in the middle.
Yes.
But still, it wasn't uncomfortable. I would do it different myself, but
yeah.
It's unreal.
But it's really slowing down nicely for those things.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we are just back from our trip and it was amazing. For me it was buttery smooth. It was
100%.
like my wife or my father was driving the car. Well, those can be different as well. Grandparents more like, yeah. But I think that is exactly what the regulators want. It needs to be safe, it needs to be very fluid in its driving.
Which it was.
Which it was. Yeah, we had a couple of really nice cases, like at the beginning we had the bus with that narrow street where it was like
narrow,
it was super narrow to pass it.
Yeah, where humans wouldn't even dare to go through
or
it.
just wait. More or less I would have waited at that point, so definitely.
The roundabout?
The very small roundabout that we had, and then of course that parking lot where the truck was in the way and the driver just had to tap the accelerator gently, and it figured it out. It started waiting at first, but then it figured it out, and that was amazing to see.
It did very well.
Yeah, you just need to be patient at some time.
Yeah, and like that's something that I find very difficult, especially when I see people in my rear view mirror. I like, okay, move, get out of the way, but just contain yourself and let the car do it by itself. Well, in this instance, it didn't really figure it out by itself, almost, and just like, to me, that's not even an intervention.
Yeah, no.
It's safe and cautious as it should be. Yeah. And if you're confident enough, you can just gently push the throttle, and it did it.
Yeah. And again, you're still in control. It is level 2.
Exactly.
You're still in control, and sometimes you have to intervene a little bit. But again, I don't consider that an intervention either. It's like, okay, just go ahead and you can do it.
Yeah.
It's more like giving the car a little bit more assurance.
Exactly.
At that level.
Yeah, but all in all, like, it was very impressive. It was super smooth. I think I would feel confident enough to even sit in the back seat without a driver.
Oh wow, okay.
Because it didn't at all, like, of course you would need to test it for a couple hundred kilometers in different scenarios. So I'm very curious how it will do on like B roads and highways when there's no one around. Because those are the times that in the US I noticed it would make mistakes.
Okay.
And the heavier the traffic, the more enclosed it is that it won't do weird maneuvers, evading maneuvers. Yeah. So in the car, I told it already, with the pothole, where it now didn't avoid it because there was traffic around it as well, but at that time not. But there was no couldn't cross there.
Right. Yeah.
In the US, it would make like some dangerous situations there, or cause dangerous situations.
Right.
So I would need to test that, but like inner city driving, I would sit in the back seat. Like it's robotaxi ready, kind of like how it drives.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit the discussion that we sometimes have online as well. It's level 2 in terms of regulations.
Yeah, but
in terms of capability, it is level 4, at least close to level 4.
Yeah,
where it's at.
definitely.
So, yeah, I mean, it was really interesting to see. This is daylight. The previous time I did it was during nighttime. And it was a little bit more aggressive, and the driver also told me that at nighttime it's a little bit more aggressive driving. I don't know why. Maybe because humans are aggressive at night as well. I don't know.
I think like nighttime you tend to have less pedestrians and cyclists, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe because it was rush hour at that point, it needs to be a little bit more assertive to be able to get in between the cars.
Exactly.
Because right now we didn't have a lot of traffic.
Yeah, that's what I did in New York as well. I put it in hurry mode when I was in New York, because otherwise it would just not drive as the same as the other traffic would do. Right. But in most instances, I just would put it on normal. Never the slow mode, but always normal. And when I wanted to hurry, in hurry. Right. But when Waymo started, they also only drive at night. And robotaxi in the beginning would also drive at night only. So it makes sense that it would be performing better at night time a little bit than during the day, but it could also be a hunch.
Right.
So
yeah, I definitely cannot wait to test it for myself. I think you feel exactly the same about it, and we will definitely be testing the heck out of this thing once we get it ourselves. So and hopefully, in the meantime, there are 5 countries now where you can do the test drives. You got Germany, France, and Italy, which it started with. Those are all fully booked, pretty much. As far as I know, and then you have Switzerland now and Denmark. Hopefully soon the Netherlands officially, even in February.
I heard that the RDW was a little bit late to respond to the testing request that Tesla did. So they were trying their best to get it. They get ride-alongs in the Netherlands as well, but they won't make it before the end of the year. But it is coming for the Netherlands as well.
Yeah, and then probably Belgium will follow, and then other countries will still follow soon. And then it's waiting for the official approval via the RDW. Fingers crossed this is actually going to happen. And then everybody will, at least you guys will have it first in the Netherlands. Hopefully Belgium will follow soon. And then it's going to be a question whether I already will have my new car or whether I will have to wait for hardware 3 and see. Maybe they will immediately do a hardware 3 release. I doubt it.
I doubt it,
But yeah, we'll see how that works.
Yeah, I doubt it.
But in any case, stay tuned to find out more about that. Soon, Kees and I will also do a live stream again to answer your questions. So get ready for that one. We're going to gather some more information, some more documents. We'll do the latest revision of the regulations first.
UNECE R171 DCAS.
Yeah. And then we can answer all your questions, but stay tuned for that one. And in the meantime, thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.